Yay Networks.
Welcome to A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. Do I sound older? I'm Kelly Raspberry Evans with my younger husband and podcast co-host, Alan Evans.
A train in the house.
Until you have your next birthday. I'm now 5 years older than you, honey.
Couldn't think of anything else other than younger, huh? I heard the pause. I heard the younger and...
I was just my pregnant pause. No, I'm not pregnant. Let's not start any rumors because obviously I'm no longer of age to give birth.
Mm-hmm.
It would be miraculous conception for more than one reason at 57 now. For the first time ever, 50, I don't know, that just hits me hard. 57 sounds so old, doesn't it?
I don't think so.
My friends keep saying, one day you'll look back and wish you were 57. You'll think that's young. I don't know.
As I posted on the social medias, on the Insta, wine, cheese, what else was there?
I don't know.
Whiskey, leather boots, trees, and friendships, and Kelly Raspberry Evans. What are things that get better with age? Yes.
So I would like to think so.
Yes.
When people say you haven't changed a bit, well, isn't that a bit sad? You want to evolve. You want to grow. You want to hopefully improve. So hopefully that is true, that I've gotten better with age, not just looks-wise.
Yeah. Well, I think so. I would agree.
It's always nice to be told that you look younger than you are, but... You know, it's also about the quality of your character.
I think,
or so they say.
I think all of it's getting better. I think.
Well, I will tell you, I have been like really. I don't know what it is about this birthday, but I'm reassessing me.
Yeah.
And you know, one of the things people that my friends, my daddy did this to me one time. We went to lunch. We had to go to this event with Roma Downey, you know, the famous actress, and she's.
I'm not familiar.
Roma Downey. She was touched by an angel. She's married to the guy that created Survivor. Anyway, she writes a lot of inspirational books. She's a Christian woman. And while we were at this luncheon, my daddy asked everyone at the table basically to go around and say what they loved best about me. So it's almost like being at my own funeral. And a lot of people were saying, you know, how thoughtful I am, that, you know, I've helped people create other friendships through the common connection of me. And then yet I feel like I dropped the ball on so many of my friendships. Like I don't check in as much as I should. I don't ask more questions about what's going on in their lives. It's all kind of, it feels like it's been more surface level lately.
Yeah.
And, you know, so many people have so much going on and they just put on that happy front and always smiling. And, you know, we've got like one of my dear friends, her father lost his wife today, and it's just devastating. And, you know, I need to be offering myself to be more of service there. My sister-in-law, Lori, her parents are both, you know, in very rapidly declining health. How can I help her more and be a better, you know, friend as well as a sister-in-law to her? So I've been really looking for ways that I can be a better friend. That's what turning 57 is causing me to do. It's a period of reflection, and that's what I want to work on.
Well, I think that's always, no matter your age, that's always a good thing to strive for, right?
Being a better
friend. Yeah, for sure.
Is there anything you'd like to request me to work on? Well, you know, I've already exposed that I'm not a good enough friend. What do you think I'm not good enough at?
I don't have anything for you.
I know you do.
I don't have anything for you to work on. There's nothing that I sit here and I say, you know, you really need to work on this.
Nothing glaringly obvious. How about something subtly?
Okay, here's one.
Here we go. This isn't going to hurt my feelings at all.
No. You being Southern, and we have a lot of listeners in the South, God's country. You being Southern, you will cook a vegetable until the vegetable has absolutely no life, DNA, color, anything left to it.
What's wrong with gray vegetables? What's wrong? Tell me. Listen,
that's one thing Kelly has done since we've been married.
I overcook everything.
Just instead of like, I'll take a can of green beans and I'll open the can of green beans. I'll throw it in a bowl. I'll throw it in the microwave for 2 minutes.
Right.
Done. Kelly prefers to take that same can of green beans, put it in a pot, put like the cover on the pot, and then steam that some bitch for like on the stove, on the gas stove on medium high for about 20 minutes.
Oh, he's
Not
exaggerating,
exaggerating.
just a tad.
Who do you believe here, dear
He's
sweet
exaggerating
queen listener?
a
Me
tad.
or Kelly?
Well, I do overcook things. I do admit that, especially meat. I'm always afraid of.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of undercooked meat.
This isn't pile on Kelly's cooking.
No, I
but
asked for
you asked
for
for
it.
constructive criticism.
And I've also told you I am not a cook. And I feel like I've, shortchanged my daughter on that. But look, my mother was a great cook.
Yeah, your mom's a great cook.
And her great cooking didn't pass down to me. So perhaps
You don't enjoy it.
I don't enjoy it at all. So perhaps my disinterest in cooking and lack of cooking will just skip over Emma Kellie, and maybe she'll be an excellent cook.
Emma Kellie, she can cook a mean thing of ramen in that ramen cooker.
Well, that's a microwavable meal.
Well, hey, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's how you
I
start.
finally taught her how to do that. She's scared of the gas stove top, which I was until I had one. I don't like the idea of it, but I finally got used to that somewhat. So I just need to teach her how to turn that on.
Yeah, so that's it, babe. Just maybe instead of the green beans being on the stove for 20 minutes,
things less?
like two minutes in the microwave, it's good.
That's really all I need to work on.
That's all I
in my
got.
57th year.
That's all I got.
All right, well that's fine. Those two things: be a better friend and cook green beans less.
Well, all vegetables. Actually,
all vegetables.
Well, actually, all food.
All food.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, cut the cooking time like in half.
Okay, well maybe. Tell everyone what you had today. My mother-in-law, I'm already answering for him. She makes pancit, which is a Filipino dish
Yes.
that apparently,
Brings
from
you
what
good
I've
luck.
been told, gives you good luck and a long life.
That's right.
And so for everyone's birthday, she makes a big pot of it. And my father-in-law brought it over today with a lovely book for me to read, Rebel Rising by Rebel Wilson, because I love biographies and autobiographies. And Alan proceeded to eat 3 heaping bowls of my pancit.
Why are you throwing me on Front Street? Why
I'm
are
just
you
telling- it's
throwing
just
me
the
out there? Why are you
facts.
throwing me out there on Front
It's just
Street?
the facts. I had a bowl, and there is some left. There is some left, I would say that. But it
Well,
was absolutely the best batch she ever made.
It's one of my favorite things.
It is.
So
It's
it
really
has,
good.
if you don't know, listener, I think we've talked about this before, but it's made of rice noodles, like the really thin. They're light and kind of fluffy.
Yeah.
They're not heavy.
But
you
they're
know?
thin. It's hard
Very
to imagine
thin.
yet fluffy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Seems like an opposite.
And in this batch, she didn't have any.
Chicken.
Usually there's chicken and sometimes pork, but in this batch it was just shrimp. So it's shrimp, tofu, rice noodles, cabbage, carrots.
I love tofu as long as it's fried tofu. But it was
yeah.
fried, so it was firm.
That's the only time I like tofu
Yeah.
is the way my mom does
It was delicious. I was very, very appreciative of that.
And it was 2.5 bowls. Wasn't 3.5 bowls.
Well, 2.5
2.5
bowls still equals 3 bowls.
Yeah. Well,
2 of them more heaping than 1. But anyway, yeah, all I've done is eat a palooza for my birthday because, Alan took me out to a very lovely steak dinner to a restaurant we'd never attended before called Steve Fields. Or was it Stephen Fields?
Ad?
It was Steve Fields, wasn't it? No, hashtag not an ad. And then the next
it was
day.
very good.
It was very good.
It
The
was-
people there
I
were
was-
very lovely.
Yes, I was very, very impressed.
I had a lovely martini. I'm proud of myself for stopping at 1.
as
Normally
much.
I'm saying, bring me a second
Yeah.
garçon, but I did not do that.
What's garçon mean?
I don't know, sir in French or something. I don't
Sir
know.
in
What
French?
does garçon mean? It's French.
I thought that was monsieur. Good eye, mate.
I don't know what garçon means.
No, that Steve Fields. We'll get on here and we'll bitch about customer service. We will. Nothing to bitch about.
No, nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Very lovely.
Very lovely.
And then the next day, my daughter wanted to take me to lunch/brunch. It was supposed to be brunch, but because we got such a late start, it was just flat out lunch. And we went to this souffle restaurant that just opened by us. There's a place in Dallas called Rise.
Uh-huh.
And if you ever come to Dallas, you want to go to Rise in Dallas, not necessarily the one in Plano, only if you want to have the chance of seeing a celebrity there, as in Martha Stewart, who I
At
saw
Rise in Plano?
in Dallas.
Oh.
I just said, don't go to the one in Plano, go to the one in Dallas if
Oh.
you want a chance of seeing a celebrity.
Okay.
Because Martha Stewart has dined there. And from what I understand, former First Lady Laura Bush likes to go there a lot. It's a lovely restaurant, but we went to the one up north. It just opened. So they're still working out a few of the kinks and everything. And it was lovely. And of course, I'm not going to have Emma Kellie pay for my lunch brunch.
Mm-hmm.
But when I went to go pull out my wallet, I'd forgotten it.
Oh, really?
Well, because
You did that bit, huh?
it's the truth though, because the night before you took me to dinner and I didn't need to take my wallet because you were paying, and I just grabbed my purse and forgot to put it back in there. So Emma Kelly had to dip into her debit card funds to pay.
I did that bit at your birthday party.
Yeah, you forgot your wallet.
Forgot my wallet. So Al Whitley, one of our friends, Al Whitley, he was buying me drinks all night. I did
my credit card.
Well, I did the bit like, come on, Al, I'll buy you a drink. I get up there and I'm like, can you spot me, dude? He's like, yeah, no problem, man. So
he's Canadian, so he's just no problem.
No, nothing's ever a problem.
So sweet.
So he bought me that one, and then he ended up buying me 2 or 3 more. And I said, dude, I wasn't expecting you to like front my drinks all night. He's like, don't worry about it. It's all good.
Well, Al, our friend Al, has a big 5-0 coming up, and he's doing a trip to Cabo San Lucas. Now, I've never been to Cabo. It's a place I've always been intrigued about and wanted to go. From what I've been told, it's about a 3-hour flight. So we usually go to Cancun because it feels so close, but Cabo's not that much further than by air. But, I have to work. And there is a chance I might have to do a work trip. So I'm telling Alan, you have my blessing.
Wow.
If you want to go to Al Whitley's 50th birthday in Cabo without me.
I thought it was over a weekend, though.
It is, but the trip is to New Orleans over a weekend.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
I told you this. I told them I was waiting to hear back. There's a chance it might be canceled, but it's around a Taylor Swift thing. And so it looks like I might have to go. But if you really want to go to Cabo and you love Al and Priscilla,
I love Al and Priscilla.
You have my blessing. They're going to rent a yacht one day. Didn't they say like a big boat or something?
A yacht. You think
I want you to miss out on that.
You think there'll be any drinking at this party?
Oh my. Oh, you have to go. Gosh. Their parties are epic.
My head's already starting to hurt thinking about it.
Well, my head wasn't hurting from my birthday party, but I will tell you, I woke up still a little drunk the next morning.
Well,
still a little swimmy.
Tell you what, why don't we talk about that party after we do that?
Well, I'll tell you this. I was so happy to collapse into my bed when we got home from my wild birthday party. I used to toss and turn on our old queen size mattress, but ever since we switched to our Helix, it's been a game changer for us. We've had ours for over 5 years now?
We have.
Maybe 6. I'm really bad at the calendar.
6 years of sleep. Perfect sleep.
Never been better. And it's not just Alan and me who love it. Our dog Zoe loves to cuddle up with us.
She does.
On our Helix Dusk Luxe. It's the perfect mattress for the 3 of us, apparently. Alan took the Helix sleep quiz. Well, Alan and Helix together
Who's
made me
Alex?
say Alex. That's my other husband. But Alan took the Helix sleep quiz, super simple, less than 2 minutes. And based on our body sizes, our sleep preferences, we were matched with the Dusk Luxe. So which one will be your perfect match? Take the Helix sleep quiz and find out. You'll know in under 2 minutes. Helix lineup includes 20 unique mattresses. There's something for every body, from their award-winning Luxe and ultra-premium Elite collections to the Helix Plus for big and tall sleepers, the Helix Kids mattress endorsed by child sleep experts. Plus, Helix makes it so easy. Your personalized mattress is shipped right to your door free of charge. They've got a 100-night trial and a 10 to 15-year warranty, depending on the style you buy, so you can sleep on it and decide for yourself. But we have no doubt you're going to love it. And if you're concerned about health and safety, Helix mattresses are fiberglass free. I didn't know, honestly, that you needed to look for that, but that's something you need to look for. And that's a big reason why leading chiropractors and doctors of sleep medicine recommend Helix. Trust us, you're gonna have the best night's sleep, and it's just a click away.
And Helix is offering up to 30% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. Just go to helixsleep.com/sandwich. That's helixsleep.com/sandwich. And this is their best offer yet, and it won't last long. With Helix, better sleep starts now.
You are going to love Legacy Box. Becoming a parent changes how you look at memories. While we're savoring and saving every moment with our kids, suddenly you start to realize a lot of important memories from our childhood. They're trapped on VHS tapes, camcorder tapes, photo albums, crammed into boxes labeled "Do Not Throw Away" and shoved into an attic. Those are at risk of being destroyed by heat, moisture, disaster, time. And once they're gone, they're gone. That's why you need Legacy Legacy Box now. They're the world's largest digitizer of home movies and photos. And the process is so simple. They send you a Legacy Box and you fill it up with old VHS tapes, pictures, film reels, slides, DVDs, whatever you've got. Their team in Tennessee carefully digitizes it all by hand. They send you back the originals plus digital files on the cloud or a thumb drive. Ordering a Legacy Box is one of the best things I've done for my family, because now instead of just telling my kids about that crazy vacation I took to the mountains when I was a kid, I get to show them and relive it with them. And right now, during Legacy Box's Father's Day sale, you can save big while preserving your family's history. Visit legacybox.com/sandwich to get started today. That's legacybox.com/sandwich. It's the little things that make a big difference in how I feel. Now, for me right now, it's about stretching. I didn't realize how stiff I was until I started doing it. I love when I can stretch a little further than before. It makes me feel refreshed when I'm done. And you know, a little makeup refresh can make all the difference too with Thrive Causemetics, my go-to clean makeup routine year-round. Now, of course, their brilliant eye brightener and Stella champagne is always in my makeup bag. Actually, I need to reorder more. I'm almost out. But it comes in 32 shades, and the Shenna Mint Green Shimmer looks really fun for summer. Their Empower Matte Precision Lipstick Crayon, it's really amazing. It gives you a beautiful color that lasts without feeling dry. They have 18 buildable shades, and I love the Dusty Rose Kaisa color. I think that's how you pronounce it. But the best part, for every product you buy, Thrive donates products and funds to help communities thrive. So far, they've given over $150 million in products and cash to over 600 giving partners. This is beauty with purpose. Amplify your summer look with Thrive Causemetics. Go to thrivecausemetics.com/sandwich for an exclusive 20% off your first order. That's Thrive Causemetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/sandwich. I don't think I've ever talked about it on this podcast before, but one day I was walking past the windows going upstairs and I noticed this greasy cooking smell. You know what I mean? It turns out it was our blinds. Something about the sun was breaking them down over the years. And who knows how long they were there before we bought our house. We needed new blinds bad, and that's what led me to 3-Day Blinds. I absolutely loved how easy they made the whole process. They send a professionally trained design consultant to your home. It's a free, no obligation, same-day quote. And they've got thousands of options to fit any budget and style. It's not just blinds. They've got shades, shutters, drapery too. 3-Day Blinds even has those motorized smart blinds that work with Alexa. Those are so cool. They take all the measurements. They handle the installation too. And it's perfect because I'm not handy. And what a difference it's made. This is an upgrade that makes your whole house feel refreshed and polished without having to do a big renovation. Right now, get quality window treatments that fit your budget with 3-Day Blinds. Head to 3dayblinds.com/sandwich for their buy one, get one 50% off deal on custom blinds, shades, and drapery. For a free, no charge, no obligation consultation, just head to dayblinds.com/sandwich. One last time, that's buy one, get one 50% off when you head to the 3dayblinds.com/sandwich. 30% off?
Oh.
That's huge.
Well, it's huge.
It's huge.
It's huge.
All right. So I woke up from my lovely sleep, not in pain, just swimmy headed, because I didn't really think I drank that terribly much. But you know what, Alan? I didn't eat supper. I never ate that night.
Oh, at
my birthday.
Tell everybody what the party was about.
Well, so Friday night, Alan took me to dinner at Steve Fields. Saturday, Emma Kelly took me to lunch at Rise. Mm-hmm. Saturday night, we went. I had to get it together for like 30 to 40 people because people are asking me, what are we doing for your birthday? What are you doing for your birthday? And for 57, I wouldn't have normally done anything. But Tomi Jean, my best friend since 5th grade, was flying in and everybody wanted to get together. So I was like, what can we do? If we go to a restaurant and sit down for dinner, you're just talking to the 2 or 3 people right there in your face and you don't get to visit, right? Mm-hmm. I'm really into visiting.
Oh.
That's like my favorite thing in the world is to visit.
Yes.
And so I was like, well, where could we go where we could all just kind of mix and mingle and something fun to do? And those truck yards are very popular right now. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to do that necessarily with the beer
like
gardens.
A beer garden.
Yeah. So I just typed in April 13th of 2024, things to do in, my city. And this Def Leppard tribute band called Def Legend was performing at an outdoor venue. Mm-hmm. And I said, perfect, done. So I bought 40 tickets, figuring, It was a big, like a block, like this whole row of tables where we could mix and mingle and, not have to sit where we were, and then just get everybody to pay me a whopping $12.80 each. That's what it averaged out to per ticket.
I thought there was a lot of entertainment value there.
Now, normally I would just front the bill and say, it's on me, just show up. But, Alan has me on a budget now. And so I told everybody, you give me that $12.80. If you want to, price of admission, $12.80 to party with me.
Really? You're going to, once again, throw me on Front Street saying that I'm the reason you were asking for $12.80?
Yeah, because you're pulling the purse string so tight, I'm choking.
Well, that may be true, but I never saw any of that $12.80 times 40.
Because it's in my Venmo.
Okay. All right.
It's in my Venmo.
I must not be too tight because I didn't even know where it was.
It's in my Venmo.
Okay. Well, there you go.
So anyway, we had a great time. People, I was a bit panicky because I had all the wristbands and I was waiting for everybody to show up and people were running late. And then suddenly I found out people I'd been waiting for about 30 or 45 minutes had already gotten in. They just said, hey, we're with Kelly Raspberry Evans. And they just let them in.
They dropped the dime, huh?
Well, apparently it's the honor system.
Oh, okay.
So I had all, anyway, so I was sweating everywhere, y'all, because when I get real hyped up, I get real anxious and I could finally calm down. So my adrenaline's pumping, had not eaten, and part-time Justin, for my birthday present, bought me my first martini.
Oh, nice.
So because I told everybody don't bring presents, and he said, I'm going to buy you a martini. So I had 3 drinks all night.
That's not bad.
At the venue.
I had way more than that.
I had 3 at the venue, 2 martinis and 1 vodka soda.
Mm-hmm.
But then we came back to Evans Manor because as sometimes things tend to happen, people are saying, where are we going next, Kelly? Are we going back to your house? Right?
Well, wait a second. A lot of stuff happened at the party. You're
like
going to blow over it like that?
What?
Well, Def Leppard tribute band.
Def Legend.
Yeah, they were awesome.
Yeah, pour some sugar on me.
They were great. Now, was there a person under 45 years old there?
Yeah, some of our friends.
Oh, well, they were kind of there because they felt obligated, probably.
It was kind of cute. Anna from the Kid Craddock Morning Show.
Nationally syndicated.
Of course, when somebody's panning the phone around, you want to act like you know the music, and she doesn't know any of the lyrics, and she's just like, I'm hot, Bicky Beat. It was so funny. She didn't know the words, but
no, that band was really pretty good.
Yeah, I think this might be the AC/DC tribute band as well. They just trade wigs and costumes.
It was, but they're very good. Yeah, they sound just like Def Leppard.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. Now, I had, just real quick, I'm not trying to hijack your birthday, but just real quick, blast from the past, kind of oddest feeling at your birthday party. I'm just standing there dancing, watching Def Leppard with, around with the friends and everything. And I got a tap on the shoulder. And have you ever had one of those moments where you see somebody and it takes you just a second or two or three?
It's out of context.
Yeah, just to process what is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that happened
all the time.
That happened to me. I get a tap on the shoulder. I turn around, and there's these 2 big smiling faces smiling at me, and there were 2 of my college buddies that I haven't seen in 31 years.
That's pretty amazing.
I was like,
you're welcome for having my birthday.
I was like, what are you guys doing here?
It's Kelly's birthday.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Actually, one of my buddies' his name's Sean, and the other guy, his name's Todd. Todd actually went to A&M, but his wife, Michelle, went to Tech. So I knew Sean and Michelle from Tech. I knew Todd because he eventually married Michelle. But anyway, I hadn't seen any of these people in over 30 years. It was just so cool to see people. The last time I saw them would have been probably over 31 years ago because we lived in the same dorm.
What, did y'all exchange numbers? Y'all gonna get together?
Well, we're all connected on Facebook, but we never have not seen each other.
Get together.
We want to, but it was just so fun to see somebody that I haven't seen in that long, and trying to catch everybody up on like 31 years.
Well, then you need to I'm going to remind you tomorrow to reach out to them and schedule a lunch date or something.
They're like, how old are your kids now? And I'm like, how old are your kids? And they're like, oh, we got one at college. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just crazy how the time goes. And they said, yeah, we were just here hanging out, and we heard someone say from the stage, it's Kelly Raspberry's birthday. And then we knew you were probably here somewhere.
Probably.
So then we started looking, and we saw you.
Oh, well, a lot of people were afraid you weren't there. Did you see?
Who?
Well, I'm the worst at taking pictures. I never pull out my phone to take pictures. So I just pose for pictures and tell everybody, tag me. And so when I'm mingling around, you were with Tomi Jean and hanging out with Al and all those people because y'all were eating and stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of pictures, I was just reposting what people were taking,
Right.
and you were in none of the pictures.
Yeah, I wasn't in any of the pictures at Def Leppard.
So everybody was like, where's Alan? What's wrong with Alan? And some woman slipped into my DMs and she was drunk and she was going off about, how sad it was about me and you. And
What?
And I was like, what in the world? The next morning I woke up and the message had disappeared. So I don't know if she was able to delete it or something. But people thought our marriage was in trouble because you weren't in any of the birthday pictures.
Really? That's
I
the
was
reason.
getting
That's
messages.
the reason they thought the marriage was in trouble.
Well, that and you criticizing my cooking all the time.
That's pretty funny. No, you were off running around with all your friends.
I was busy.
And I was hanging out with Al and
Tomi Jean, y'all ate together.
Tomi Jean, Tomi Jean was starving, so her and I went into the Legacy Hall, and I showed her all the different restaurants. It took her a minute to decide what she wanted.
Yeah, it was so overwhelming.
So we landed on barbecue, and that took a while. So then we finally took our barbecue outside, but then
and I was eating the olives out of my martini for supper.
Yeah. And as we were setting our food down, we saw Justin, and I kid you not, I see Justin for the first time, say hi to Justin, give him a hug or whatever. He goes and sits down and sits on someone's drink and spills it. And I told Tomi Jean, I said, I don't think I've ever been to a party where either Justin hasn't spilled a drink on me or I've watched him spill a drink. That's just his bit.
That's just his bit.
It's his bit.
He's so clumsy, and I don't know what it is. He's just flailing about.
Yeah.
But anyway, please reach out to your college friends.
That was wild.
Happen.
Well, it turns out Todd rides bikes.
Well, there you go.
He goes, I have a couple of Harleys. I'm like, well, that's crazy because I do too. That's nuts. I had no idea.
Serendipitous, honey.
He said, well, I only ride to like Starbucks. I'm like,
well, that's what you do.
I'm like, come on. Yeah, are you kidding me?
Well, you do that mostly.
Well, I do.
Mostly. And then when you
But
have...
you are talking to a 2-time iron butt
I know.
finisher,
But mostly you ride it up to Starbucks.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So anyway, I encourage you to do that. But everybody came back to our house for a little after party. And that was, it was nothing really. Andrea picked up David, which always happens. I think Laura's going to start trying to pick up David.
Andrea Dowling Gullidge picked up David?
Yeah, literally. That's their bit. She picks him up.
Well, she will admit that she's big people. She's tall. She's tall. She's like us. She's big, and she's strong because she's married to Big Strong Trey.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be big and strong if you're married to Big Strong Trey. So yeah, she picks up David, who David is like maybe a little taller than Peter Dinklage. Maybe a little bit.
That's not nice.
Why is that not nice? They admit they're short.
I'm not gonna pile on. David is not a tall man.
David and Melissa admit that they're small.
But I wouldn't put him in the same sentence with Peter Dinklage.
Okay, well anyway, he's not a tall guy. So he told me he weighs 150 pounds. So that's the reason that Andrea picks him up.
Oh.
So then I saw this bit and I'm like, hey Andrea, come pick me up. And she looked at me like,
I missed that.
I'm not gonna be able to pick you up.
But
my daughter, wow.
My daughter didn't miss the big. She's like,
oh,
y'all are being so loud. I can't sleep. I've got the ACT test tomorrow. I was like, I'm sorry, honey. I'm so sorry. Everybody was being loud. And she's like, I can't sleep. And all I saw was a woman picking up a man. So I was like, well, sorry, honey.
Isn't that funny? Like that would be funny to somehow have all that bit recorded. Like Emma Kelly coming down and here's a bunch of like 50s adults partying and having a good time.
Lifting each other.
Yeah. And she comes down and she's really grumpy because she can't get sleep. And then fast forward maybe like 2 or 3 years when she's in college. You think that that's going to be going on?
We'll see.
Y'all quiet down so I can get some sleep. You think she's going to be doing that?
Hey, there's always that girl in the dorm.
Oh,
There's always that girl in the dorm.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, some are actually there to go to school and study.
Yeah. But it was fun. Tomi Jean was here, and we, the thing about Tomi Jean is she's so super chill.
Tomi Jean.
She's the only person who went to New York City for the first time and said, I don't need to see Times Square. I'll get it the next time I come. That's how chill she is.
True story.
And so after we went to lunch with my parents on Monday after my birthday, and my mother surprised me and went ahead and gave me my Mother Price's platinum ring. And this is a ring that my mother thinks it might be about 75 years old. My Mother Price passed it down to her, and Mama said she was going to wait. She was going to maybe wait and give it to me on my 60th birthday, but she went ahead and decided to give it to me this year, so she'd have 3 more years to watch me enjoy wearing it. And it's
very pretty.
Absolutely something I've had my eye on, because I knew I was eventually going to be getting it. I just didn't expect it now. So I was really excited. And I showed Emma Kelly, and I said, and someday, Emma Kelly, I'm going to pass this down to you. She said, I don't wear silver. I said, but it's platinum. She said, it's not my style. I said, but it's a family keepsake. It's an heirloom piece.
Right.
I'll keep it in a box, in a, what'd she call it? A heirloom box or a memory box or something. I said, then you're not getting it if that's what you're going to do with it. But anyway, I'm sure she will change her mind on that.
I don't think children like it. I don't. When parents start talking about when I'm not around anymore.
I didn't say when I'm not around. Because my mother's still around and she gave it to me. She wants to watch me enjoy wearing it. I love this ring so much.
I'm just saying. My dad's famous for that.
What, when I'm dead?
Yeah. Just the other day.
What has he promised us?
He didn't promise us anything.
What is he promising?
He promised Cole his truck.
He's leapfrogging over us to the grandchildren.
My dad's got this old truck. I think it's a 2004. It's a Ford F-150. It's green. He's had that truck. He bought it brand new. It's got roll-up windows and a heater and a radio. Those are the options. And it's a great truck. It's only got I want to say, last time he told me, I think it's got 70,000 miles on it, which isn't a lot for a 2004. All he ever did with it was drive it back and forth to work when he lived in Wichita Falls. Which
he came close to selling it.
He wasn't ever going to sell that thing. But anyhow, I moved many times using that truck. I think I moved... I know I moved out of a couple of houses into apartments, and then to another apartment, and then to Kingsbrook address, wherever you lived the first time.
Our first marriage house.
Yeah, and then over here to the manor. We use that truck a lot. Anyway, he was talking the other day, and he said, yeah, when I conk out, I guess Cole can have my truck. And I'm like, why are you saying that? I don't understand.
I think when people get older, you start thinking, like in our stage of life, I can't stop talking about retirement. And then I guess once you retire, then you just can't stop talking about when you're dead. I guess that's the natural progression of things, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to be dead if we don't do another one of these.
Well, Alan already told you that I cook food to death. That's why I love meal delivery services. And my favorite is Factor Meals. If you're ready to eat stress-free this spring, we've got just the thing. Say hello to Factor's delicious, ready-to-eat meals, fresh, never frozen, chef-crafted, dietitian approved. And the best part, they're ready to eat in just 2 minutes. No shopping, no complicated recipes, no running back to the store because you forgot something, and no cooking. You just pop your Factor meal into the microwave. You're ready to eat in just 2 minutes. I can't screw that up. Factor offers a weekly menu of 35 mouth-watering options, whether you're into Calorie Smart, that's what we do, keto, protein plus, or vegan and veggie. Factor has so many delicious options. And if your taste leans more toward the gourmet, you can indulge in premium ingredients like filet mignon, shrimp, and truffle butter. Factor has more than 60 add-ons every week. It makes your life so much easier. Breakfast, on-the-go lunches, snacks, beverages, and more. You can customize weekly meals to fit your schedule. If you need more or less, it's not a problem. You can pause or reschedule deliveries anytime. And for the month of April, Factor is celebrating Earth Day all month. Just look for the Earth Month Eats badge for their lowest carbon footprint meals.
Head to factormeals.com/sandwich50 and use code sandwich50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next box. That's code sandwich50 at factormeals.com/sandwich50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next box while your subscription is active.
Thank you, Factor.
I Ron Burgundy that thing.
Yeah, you did. You did a good job, honey.
So I guess very briefly, while Tomi Jean was in for a couple of days, as I usually do when you guys are doing, girls visiting and girl stuff.
You pieced out.
I pieced out. I hit the road. I got on the hog and I headed south. And reason being, partly because Kelly was going to hang out with Tomi Jean for the weekend and do a lot of things with her. And I'm doing that motorcycle grand tour of Texas again this year.
It's sort of like the motorcycle adult man's version of Boy Scouts.
Really?
Because you complete tasks and your prize is a patch.
Yes. Good call. Yeah, that's true. It's like a scavenger hunt, kind of. And you get a booklet. I have my booklet around here somewhere. But there are 50 stops in Texas. Now, you don't have to hit all 50. If you do, you're an overachiever.
And you get a bigger patch.
You get a bigger and better patch, and there are cash prizes for the more points you earn. I'm like bare minimum guy here. Like 25 is the bare minimum to get your patch. Mm-hmm. So my goal is 25. So I started, there were a couple of stops. Kyle Field at College Station was one of them. Now, okay, hear me out, guys. I think most of you know, if you've listened for a while, I went to Tech. I'm a Tech guy.
Guns up.
Got my guns up. Had to go to Kyle Field.
What is their saying?
Gigamackies.
Oh, that's right.
The thumbs up. So, okay, whatever. I'm going to go to Kyle Field, go down there to College Station. I have to admit, Texas A&M is a very nice campus. It's got a beautiful campus. Kyle Field was impressive. I rode up, I forget the name of the road, but the baseball stadium was across from the football stadium, and there was a game going on. And I could hear the fans cheering, and they were getting into the cheers, and the campus was very quiet because it was a Sunday. But with the baseball game going on, it was just cool, It just reminded me of being back in college. Just, I don't know, college campuses are cool.
Nostalgia.
Very nostalgic. But I thought Texas A&M and College Station I was impressed. I hadn't been there in, forever. So that was one of the stops. I got a picture of my bike with my tour number next to Kyle Field. Another stop was in Navasota. There was a mural of Davy Crockett that you needed to take a picture of, and he's on his cell phone, and he's texting somebody. Davy Crockett, with his coonskin hat. He's texting, and the text bubble says, "All y'all can go to hell. I'm going to Texas."
Oh, I saw that. You posted a picture
Yeah, I
of
thought
that.
that was pretty cool. I went to Early, Texas.
I've heard of Early. I've heard of it.
I went to Early. Now, I pulled up to Early to the visitor center, and I'm just taking all my crap off and taking my picture with the bike next to the visitor center. A representative from Early comes running out. Babe, walking very briskly my direction.
Jogging.
Yes. She said, "Are you with the tour?" And I said, "Yes, ma'am."
What tour?
The Motorcycle Grand Tour.
Oh, I thought maybe there was another tour going on.
No, the Motorcycle Grand Tour.
Oh, I just being on a tour, I guess, implies more than one per. Okay, that's fine.
Well,
I know what you're talking about.
She goes, "Are you on the tour?" And I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Yeah, I figured, we got a lot of riders coming through. There was just a whole bunch of them here about an hour ago." And I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "Come on in. Do you need anything? Do you need any water? Do you need a candy bar? Is there anything I can provide for you?"
Aw,
she was
nice.
so nice. So,
and as I reminded Alan, she probably thought he was single because he did not wear his wedding ring on this bike trip.
I had my wedding ring on the bike trip. I did not have my wedding ring on at that particular
No, you did not.
moment because, I have gloves and I have all kinds of things I have to take on and off.
She probably thought she had a warm one.
I don't think so. I don't.
Or was that the right word? Hot. What was the word? Warm meat. What's the word I'm looking for? Fresh meat. Anyway,
I don't believe so.
Single meat.
I don't believe so.
No.
Just judging by my interaction with said woman, I don't.
She was offering you candy bars.
She was offering me candy bars and water and a bathroom, a place to use the restroom. So I go inside, hang out, get a water. I did take her up on the water. I did not take her up on the candy bar. And as I was leaving, she was working on her computer and her back was facing me, and I said, "Okay, thank you." And she goes, "Ah!"
Oh my God.
I scared the...
You scared me just now.
I scared the
so
living
loud.
crap out of her. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And she's like, "Oh, it's okay." So I guess we had a positive interaction.
Until then,
when I left, and I scared the hell out of her.
Yeah, you scared me.
Yeah. Okay, so Early, where else did I go? College Station.
Burleson.
Burleson. I just went to...
Home of Kelly Clarkson.
Went to Burleson because there's a Harley dealer there. I wanted my poker chip. LaGrange.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a ZZ Top song about LaGrange, isn't there?
I don't know.
Well, anyway, there was a...
If it wasn't on MTV with a music video attached, I'm not familiar with the ZZ Top catalog.
Wow.
Like I said, I watched them on MTV.
You ain't from Texas then.
I'm not. I'm from South Carolina.
South Kakalaki. So anyway, that's what I did. I hit all those stops and then came back...
yesterday.
I come back yesterday?
Tuesday. You came back Tuesday, and Tomi Jean and I went to Waxahachie to take Big Al's wife, Aimee, out to lunch.
My man.
And then Al and Aimee had Tomi Jean and I be guests on their Third Wheel podcast.
Oh, okay. I have to check that one out.
Well, Al put Tomi Jean on the spot and said, Tomi Jean, I want you to tell us a story about Kellie from childhood that's never been told before. I was like, Al, you got to give somebody a heads up when you ask something like that.
Did she produce?
She was trying to think of something, and we finally came up with the time Sonia called me a bitch.
Whoa, it's not very nice.
Well, it wasn't. Hurt my feelings.
Yeah, that's not very nice.
Wasn't nice.
Well, so yeah, I did 750 something miles on the trip, and I guess we can start to bring it home for Jerome here. But public service announcement. I had my first. I told Kellie I wouldn't call it like
near-death experience,
or even I wouldn't even call it like drama. But it was something that I learned from for sure. And I think if you're driving even a car, you can learn from this.
Mm-hmm.
So I just left College Station and I'm headed towards the Austin area. So it's a 2-lane highway, one lane going one way, one lane going the other way. And it's very hilly. It's very windy. The speed limit's about, I think it was 55. And not a lot of traffic, but most of the way I was behind this pickup truck. And I was never in a position where I could pass the truck because of the hills and there were blind turns and all this. So I was about, I'd say 100 yards behind the truck. Number one, wasn't tailgating.
Safe distance.
Safe distance.
Plenty of room to brake if necessary.
Right. Number two, I was going the speed limit. 55. I wasn't like...
It's 55 for a reason. That's what the safety official deemed.
That's right.
Was the fastest you could travel.
I was not ball hammering around the hills of Austin.
Mm-hmm.
So the truck in front of me goes over a hill and disappears, right? And so I'm following him. I'm going over the same hill and I can't see like what's over the hill. So whenever I'm in that situation, and I think most people should probably do this when they drive, is like slow down just a little bit.
Right. It's scary.
Because you don't know what's over the hill. It could be
It's true.
It could be a kid with a ball. It could be a dog. It
scares me every time I go over and that doesn't happen a lot. I don't drive in real hilly areas. But when you're about to go over that hill and you don't know what's facing on the other side, that's scary.
Yeah. So I had my music on, it was on pretty loud, and I have a full face helmet. So you don't hear really a lot other than the radio, the wind, and the bike. So I come over this hill and I notice there's something in the road and it is rolling and blowing up and disintegrating in front of me. And it took me just a second to process what it was. My first thought was, that's a deer. The truck in front of me hit a deer and the deer is tumbling. And it took me like half a second. I'm like, oh shit, no, that's a grill. A gas grill, or it might have been a charcoal grill. I don't know. But it was a grill, had flown out of the back of this guy's truck, out of his truck, hit the highway, and like, if you can imagine, started falling apart and it's rolling down. So since I was like 100 yards away, I had plenty of time to, slow down, and then there was nobody coming in the other direction.
Thank goodness.
So then I swerved around, and as I swerved around the stuff, it was still kind of rolling, in pieces. So I think the guy in front of me finally realized what happened. He pulls over, and I'm going slow now. I'm going like, 20, and he's looking at me like,
what did you do, bozo?
Yeah, he's looking at me like I'm the a-hole, and I'm like, I just waved to him like, I'm okay. But he didn't care. He didn't care. They're just looking at me. And I'm like, well, okay, tie your crap down next time, butthead. Bozo. So anyhow, I guess my public service announcement is follow a safe distance, go the speed limit. And in my case, I was ready to stop. I was covering the brakes. So it was all good.
There you go.
Nothing to panic about.
Nope.
You don't want any drama on the bike.
Gave you a story to tell, though.
You don't want any drama. Everything's cool. You just want to be cool.
Be cool, man.
Be cool. Everything's going to be cool.
Keep on trucking, jive turkey.
That's right.
All right, honey. Well, I've got to go get myself ready for bed. By the way, I tried parting my hair on a different side. Did you notice? You did not?
It looks like it's parted in the middle.
Well, when it's not really.
Oh.
I'm trying. I've
Well,
got a
honestly,
very bad.
honestly, I did not notice
Yeah, I
because it
know.
looks like it's parted in the middle.
I've got a very bad cowlick, and I'm trying, and it's like I don't know. I'm just trying different things. I'm thinking about cutting my hair all off. You know, 57 does that to you. You're like, well, is it time just to cut it off and let it go gray? I don't know. No, not feeling that.
I mean, you want to cut it short and let it go gray?
Yeah, maybe.
Are you gonna go to the hairdresser places where they put that thing on your head? You know, like Connie used to have them at her shop. You know, like you sit there and then
It's a hair dryer.
They put that thing like over your.
Dryer.
What is that?
It's a hair dryer.
But,
so when you get
but
your
why
hair,
do old ladies do that?
Because when you get your hair set in curlers, you can't do hard air on it, so you do very low and slow.
Oh.
Low and slow.
So it's like the crock pot of hair dryers.
Yes.
You're basically putting your head in a crock pot.
Pretty much.
Don't
Hey,
start.
it's going to happen eventually.
Don't start doing that.
Not yet?
No, please.
All right. Maybe I'll just stick with changing my part for now.
Just change your part. I still think it looks nice.
Thank you, honey.
I think it looks really great.
Well, I colored it before Tomi Jean got here, and they were out of the regular color I used, so I had to go a shade brighter. It's all right, though.
No, I did notice the color.
Yeah, it's a little brighter.
Yeah, I did notice the color.
You hate it?
No.
You like it darker, I know
I don't
you do.
hate it, but
you like it darker.
But, I mean, it's raspberry.
Yeah, it is.
It's red.
It's a little redder than normal.
Red.
You don't like it?
No, I like it. And we have, in the studio here.
It makes it look even redder, this light.
Yeah, we have orange light on Kelly. That's making it look even redder.
You hear the love in his voice about how red it is?
Maybe we should throw what could we throw on that to make it less red?
Gray?
No, light.
Gray light. I don't know.
Gray light?
I don't know anything about lights. I don't know why you have blue on you and orange on me. I don't understand that. Is there a reason behind that?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Only I know.
Yeah. You know best, honey.
That's true. Keep thinking that and saying that.
All right.
All right, babe. You got anything else?
No.
All right. Well, I love you desperately.
I love you.
Love our listeners desperately.
Love y'all.
Even those that have predicted my demise because I wasn't in any pictures. That's pretty funny.
They were like, "Where's Alan? Where's Alan?" Hey, listen.
I'm in every picture that's ever been taken. It seems like
not for my birthday.
It seems like there I am.
Just for not this birthday.
I was in the group shot.
Yeah, in that one group shot, but a lot of them you weren't in them. It's okay, Alan. We're still married. It's fine. Hey, before we go, let us remind you, if you have just stumbled across this podcast for the first time, and for whatever reason you kind of liked it, please subscribe. And listen, I've been listening to a lot of my favorite podcasts, and I really don't know how algorithms and things like that work. But apparently, when you leave a 5-star review and a nice review to go with it, it really helps us to get more listeners. And I was we've got a new guy that's overseeing all the podcasts, and I was like, I love our podcast family. We vacation with our podcast family. A lot of people at my birthday party are friends of ours because of our podcast family.
True story.
And I like to grow my friendship circle and our podcast family
I thought
circle.
you said you had enough friends.
No, that's you.
Oh.
I never said I have enough friends. When does that ever come out of my
You've
mouth?
said you had enough friends. Like,
was I saying it sarcastically?
I don't know.
Because I don't remember
Sounded
saying
pretty
that and
sincere
meaning
to-
it. I
sounded
don't
pretty
remember.
sincere to me.
Anyway, if you would like, subscribe, give us a nice review, share it with your friends, that'd be great. Also, Alan has been putting a lot of work into setting up our podcast little office here with the lights, orange and blue and whatever.
Studio.
The studio / his office.
Yes.
Because he wants to make it look nicer for our YouTube channel. So if you're listening to the podcast and you have not checked that out yet, please go to YouTube and search for A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. And he's going to be adding more things there, interesting little motorcycle bits. Maybe I'll share some of my favorite things, my mama's recipes and things like that nature. We're just going to try to build our little podcast family.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, like and subscribe at the YouTube channel. You can't miss it. It's like bright pink, all of it.
A Sandwich and Some Lovin'.
At A Sandwich and Some Lovin'.
Yes.
Like and subscribe. We're going to post this episode there too. If you prefer to watch us do this ridiculousness, you can watch us do this ridiculousness on YouTube. If you prefer to listen, that's great. We would prefer you do both.
Why not?
Do it twice.
Sandwich and some lovin'.
That's right.
All right, y'all.
The podcast's so nice, they named it twice. A sandwich and some lovin'.
That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. But I am sure we will podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich.